What's up, you guys? This is Trips Exposing the Matrix, and I'm Trip. Today, I'm going to be exposing Myron from the Fresh and Fit podcast. Now, if you're not chronically online, you may not know who Myron is, so let me give you all a little backstory. Myron is one of the hosts of the Fresh and Fit podcast, which gained a lot of popularity about 3 or 4 years ago, and it is a platform which invites what they consider high value men onto the show, as well as women from various backgrounds, ranging from single mothers to sex workers. And they discuss what they consider gender dynamics. But basically, what it boils down to is belittling and degrading women, telling them that they have low value and will amount to nothing.
Didn't you want to know, Jumper, and say that you guys were the known podcast to degrade women, though?
No, never.
You approached me on a sugar daddy website and asked me to be your sugar baby, and then
Never
couldn't
did.
afford my allowance.
Never
He
did.
couldn't afford my $10,000 allowance a month and said, haha, that's funny. Why don't you just come on my podcast instead? So he pays $40 a month to be on a to be on a fucking app. It's called Seeking Arrangements
Yes.
to troll women.
Yes.
And I know a bunch of girls have talked about it because that's his thing. That's how he gets women to
So
come on
I just want to be
here.
very clear.
So I'm just curious
Hold on.
why you think
Quick
that's
question.
lit.
Quick question.
Shots fired.
I'm embarrassed to admit that I myself watched several episodes, and this was my first introduction to Andrew Tate.
I do know how to administer CPR. However, I will not administer CPR unless you're a hot female.
Andrew Tate, the Fresh and Fit podcast, and other content creators that consider themselves red pill content creators really step on my toes because the name of my channel is Trips Exposing the Matrix, and I would hate for anybody to look at my channel and just assume it's some misogynistic red pill channel. These are content creators that really take advantage of disenfranchised men, and instead of helping them, they charge them and have them pay for their courses on how to deal with women, be good with finances, how to better yourself, while they themselves are charlatans and racists, it turns out. Myron has been accused of being buddy-buddy with white nationalists, and lately he's been letting out a lot of Freudian slips.
Notice with black dudes, they don't like doing that shit. White guys, we're all like, yeah, well, I said we. Yeah, well, not me.
He's so white. He's white, Justin. He's white.
From this clip, we can really tell which race Myron would rather align himself with. He then later went on to Sneako's podcast and was wearing a white hood, which really rubbed everybody the wrong way.
I like that. I like that.
Video that
we
we
got these
responded to?
niggas running like it's an employment line.
What the
What? Don't do that. I will find you, you fucking stinky looking piece of shit. You go fucking find right here. I don't like you already. As a character.
This is not
I was born
representative.
this way, you chick. Keep going, chick. Come on.
No, I don't think they do. So,
You damn right there, high value man. They say more lives than your monkey asses have. What the fuck you niggas doing? Y'all sitting there in that tight ass room. I'm sitting next to a fucking monkey with dreads for a decade. You niggas.
That was a little hardcore. This is a little hardcore even for me.
I'm glad you didn't show up in a white hood, Nick. That would have optics, you know?
I was gonna do the MAGA hat, but it wouldn't go as hard as the white hood. So
Nick, your followers are going to Myron now. You got competition.
that's true. Both of you guys are. It's like I'm being outdone. I thought I went pretty hard in November,
You
and
got
it's like,
Myron leading the dissident right now.
yeah, it's a couple of the Albanian and a black guy.
What the
I heard that some of y'all were raising the salute, so I decided to come back.
Let's go. Poor Sneeko. Pearl rolls out. Oh, come on.
No!
We're down.
No, no.
Let's go.
No.
Let's go. We're down for whatever.
Let's do it.
Then he went on Sneako's podcast again and proceeded to criticize Bobby Althoff, if I'm saying that right, for hanging out with black people.
She's hanging out with two too, it makes it even worse.
Okay. Wait, what? These aren't
Yeah, they are.
She's Dominican. Wait, why is it bad that she's hanging out with black people?
Really?
Yeah.
Black girls are bottom of the totem pole, bro. You want me to lie?
Bottom of the totem pole of what? Because
In everything. They're fat. They're loud.
Okay. First off,
They're obnoxious. They wear fake hair.
these girls are both Spanish.
They look black. Or half black. They look like half breeds. Yeah.
This one here is definitely, she's Puerto Rican.
No, that bitch is black.
There's a Puerto Rican and a
Black
Dominican.
and something. They're both mixed, bro.
You say this. I saw the clip of you. You got you were in a whites only Twitter space, and you got kicked out.
Yeah, they didn't want to debate. Niggas got scared.
Yeah. It really rubs me the wrong way how America has always disenfranchised black women while at the same time envying and copying them. Myron has also been making an ass of himself a lot lately by attempting to enter white safe spaces and have debate with white nationalists, basically trying to buddy up with them, and consequently just ends up embarrassing himself, getting kicked out and being called the N-word.
Hey, Myron, you're in a hostile
And I'm not
area,
scared
bro.
to have conversation with you guys because I'm not a pussy.
Okay,
So
well,
you're gonna have to either kick
you're not
me
gonna
out
have
or whatever.
I'm sorry, sir. It's a fucking white space. We know that.
I know.
They're the fucking rules. No need.
Now, the funniest thing to me is that the guy who kicks him out has a New Zealand accent, which to me is one of the friendliest, politest accents anybody can have. So it's hilarious just hearing a guy be like, hey, come on, man. You know you can't be here. You know this is a white safe space. No N-words allowed. I remember growing up always hearing people say stuff like, oh, America's a melting pot, and eventually all the races will mix and there will no longer be racism. But stuff like this just reminds me that, in a way, racism is like a cockroach. You know, just when you think you're making progress exterminating something, you realize it has been in the dark, breeding and growing at a rate that you never expected. And then we got people like Myron trying to buddy up with these people. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what y'all think about Myron and the Fresh and Fit podcast in the comment section. I'll catch y'all in the next one.